Hi guys, so I'm going to be showing you how to use Canva. So you go to canva.com, C-A-N-V-A.com. You're going to click sign up and sign up with Google. You will choose your account and it will allow you to make a Canva account. I already have one here. Now it's time to make your brochure. So in the search key up here, you type in brochure and press enter. It will come up with many different brochures that you can use, but you will notice not all of them are free. So of course, we're only going to use the free options. So you can tell if they're free if they just look like this, and when you hover your mouse, it will say free. If they cost money, it will say paid. So you need to choose one that is free. So there are many, many free options that you can choose from. So I'm just going to choose one randomly today. Let's use, I don't know, this one. When you click on it, it will open up a new window and it will have a template here for you. So you can see this template. Now the great thing about Canva is that it's all very customizable. For example, if I decide I don't like this little design here at the top, I click on it, press the backspace key, and it disappears. If I change my mind, I click undo. So I can take away anything that's already part of it. I can click and click backspace, and again I can undo it. And I can also add many things. So here on the left side is where you're going to use most of these features. So for example, if I was writing about Sparta, I might just change the title to say Sparta, and maybe I'd write something like Military Leaders of the Greek World. That's just an idea of what I might write, right? You can write whatever you'd like. So you might want to do that, or you might want to add your own text boxes. Let's say that you don't love this font style. You can go over to text, and you have many different options here. You can add a heading, or if I don't like that, I can delete it. Oh, whoops. I can always undo if I make a mistake. I can delete my heading. I could add a subheading. I can change the font style. Now, if it has the crown, you can't use that, but any ones that are free, you can, of course, use. So you can change the font style. You can change the font size. You can change the font color, bold, etc. Click on text again, and you can use any of these different types of text. You can also use any of these little text fancy things, right? So if I wanted to do mine really fancy, maybe I would delete this, oops, not that, delete that, and maybe I would make mine one like this. It says cheers. Change the word cheers to say Sparta, and change the bottom, leaders of, say military leaders, right? And again, I can change the color to whatever I want, and then just slide it up, slide it on over to make it on that page. So you can really have a lot that you can play around with here, right? There's all these different texts. There's also things like photos. You could search if I wanted to search for a warrior, for example. It would come up with different photos that I can use. If I prefer to find my own photo, I can go to Google and type in warrior. Over here, warrior. Images. Okay, well, these are basketball warriors, but let's say Greek warriors. And let's say I want to use this photo here. I can just copy, go back over here, and paste. Click allow. Okay, copy and paste. Okay, so Control V to paste, and there's my picture. And I can scroll it over. I can make it the background like that. If I don't like that, I can just have it here. I can make it smaller and put it down here. I can really do whatever I want, right, as far as adding photos, copying and pasting them. You can also go to elements, and they have all sorts of things like shapes, frames. Let's say I wanted a nice frame around the background of the picture. Now, here's something pretty fancy. Let's say that I just pasted that, but I want that behind my warrior. I right-click and click Send to Back, and it will put it in the back. If I right-click and click Send send to front or bring to front, that will bring it so that it's in the front of the picture. And there's all sorts of things here that you can add. Again, I can search. I could look up warrior and find some warriors. I can also do things like, let's say I want a warrior here, but I want it in the background. So what I can do here is I click over here, transparency, and I can make it transparent. So now it's part of the background, and I can put text over it. I can add in more text, add headings. So there's tons of options that you have here. You can use the backgrounds to create different backgrounds. Again, many, many options that you have to play around with here. So this is what you're going to be using to create your brochure. Again, you can add photos, different elements, text. We're not going to do audio and video just because this is going to be a PDF that we'll be saving. But you can really add many, many different things. And play around with it. Play around with the effects. Play around with the filters. Crop things. Flip things. When you click on different items, you'll see that you're able to change their position. You're able to change their transparency. All sorts of things. You could copy it and then paste that style somewhere else. So there are many different things that you can do here. When you're completely done with your brochure, you will share it with me by clicking this download button. It'll say PDF print, all pages, and you'll click download, and that will download it to your computer, and you'll be able to then upload it onto Google Classroom. So I hope that this video helped you guys with using Canva. If you have any questions, you can always ask me. But otherwise, I think you guys should be good to go. Good luck!